Sometimes a minute takes days and feelings fade when you don't want them to. I hope you won't throw the blame my way, but if you do, oh, you looking for, looking for, looking for, looking for echoes. Are you looking for, looking for, looking for? Lock in, mask up, game on, let's go. Minnesota Airsoft Association, call your hits, feel the elevation. Hey. Snow, sun, we're running every nation. Minnesota Airsoft Association. The warehouse doors, green gas clouds and scattered mags on the floor. Friends then foes, the second the horn blows, we rush, reload, that's how the story goes. Minnesota Airsoft Association, call your hits, feel the elevation. Oh yeah, squad up strong, this is dedication. Minnesota Airsoft Association.
Cameras are live. Good evening, Airsofters. It is Gabe with the Minnesota Airsoft Association. As always, I'm here with our friend Cobra Alex.
What's up, guys? Woo, yeah.
And David from Project Echo Airsoft.
Hi.
He just did his hey. It's been a busy June, and we're only coming up to the second weekend. So,
as always,
it's really kind of interesting how things are going here. More fields are opening, more people are running larger games, which is a variation on different things, which actually I think we'll talk about that in some regards, is what Milsimi type things. I'm adding things to our notes because we're so professional. We have notes. We'll go through our regular. We actually have a pretty good agenda tonight as well. We're going to talk. We'll do a 2-week notice. We'll talk about what's coming this weekend. We'll do a recap of David and my experience at American Milsim's Northern Front 6 event, which was last weekend.
Which I'm real jealous of.
Which he is jealous of, and he's been talking
Which
about.
I could have been there.
He's full of wishes. He's full of wishes.
You know what they say? Wish in one hand, want in the other, and
I thought there was poop in one of those hands.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just only soft. Towards the end of the stream, we actually have a recording because that's another thing. We're a professional organization now. We did an interview with Patrick Soyring of the Night Stalkers to talk about their event, the Night Stalkers event, Nightshade, which is next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend. So we have a 20-minute interview that we're going to play later. We encourage you to watch it, but we'll also be streaming it, or we'll be posting it in multiple places after this. I also know that there's some discussion, and we'll get to this, of maybe a Q&A later, maybe next week. So let's start off. Officially start off our stream by saying happy birthday to Darren Johnson, owner of Twin Cities Airsoft.
Oh yeah, happy birthday!
He's 30 years old.
I thought he was 24 for like the last 74 years.
Yeah, let's not go crazy. But it is Darren's birthday, if you did not see that. Did Cobra Alex get a haircut? Oh yeah. Look how clean he's looking. Instead of coming to American Milsim's Northern Front 6, he got a haircut.
I got a haircut.
That was the trade-off he decided to
I had to get a haircut.
I'm wearing a hat because I need a makeup. I need to shave. I said makeup, not haircut, but either way, he needs a little makeup too. He's shining. So again, happy birthday to Darren. Darren, shout out. We'll see you in a couple weeks. But either way, happy birthday to you. Let's do our 2-week notice. So, again, lots of stuff happening. Oh, that's not 2 weeks. The big 2-week notice. 2 items are coming up. Operation Nightshade, which again is being run by the Night Stalkers, will be at Big Lake Tactical.
That's in 2 weeks, right?
That's in 2 weeks.
Hence, this is our 2 weeks notice.
Yes, 2 weeks
yeah, but
notice.
2 weeks exactly. I wasn't sure what's coming up this weekend. I know there's stuff coming up.
Oh, we'll get there. We will get there. Look at Alex. He's
Professional.
Shaking it up. He's shaking it up is what he's doing, everybody. And then the Indoor Airsoft Minnesota. I've not seen any current information. Guys, have you seen anything from them?
Nothing yet.
Other than like the couple blips on that Facebook Facebook page. I haven't seen anything. Just him saying, hey, it's gonna be a trial run. Which is cool. I'm excited about it. Like anybody, like another field is a good thing for Minnesota.
And indoor, right? But
yes.
his initial messaging was saying that the 20th was going to be his soft open, and he was looking for people to come try out the field. We have not heard much from him since then, but maybe we'll hear something this weekend or later next week. So those are the 2 things happening in 2 weeks. 2-week notice.
Anybody in the comments, I was gonna say if there's anybody watching who got a response from him, let us know.
Yeah, if you got any kind of approval, I'm bummed because of the way things are working, I won't be able to go out until late July at this point.
It'll be December before we can go anywhere.
Things are very busy for lots of us, but so those 2 things are happening again. If any of you have actually talked to Indoor Minnesota and maybe gotten approval to show up on the 20th. What's that?
Isn't his name Alex also?
I wasn't going to out him.
No. Well, it says on his thing, Alex.
I wasn't going to out him. We're public figures.
Yeah.
No, I believe it is Alex.
Our anonymity.
Okay, that we could spend the rest of the chat or the rest of stream trying to get that word right. So that is happening on the 20th. Yeah. Game reminders for this weekend. If you haven't seen our rundown, there is a rundown. So the 2 things that are happening this weekend are Operation Viking Raid at Big Lake Tactical. You heard about that game last week from Thomas. Yep, and now Thomas is here and he can fill up chat. I don't know if he's imbibing tonight, but if he is, he will be in rare form. And then the other event that's happening this weekend is the Op Overlord D-Day event at Twin Cities Airsoft, which Alex and I, Cobra Alex, because he's the only one here, but since there's so many Alexes now, which we have said has been a great game. We've both been to that several times. We really enjoyed that event. So you're not going to lose out on either of those events. And then open sessions at Champion Valley, Crossfire. Those are the two other
both
fields.
days, I think. Sunday. I think they're both running Sunday games, right?
Yeah, everybody's got a full schedule this weekend. So both Saturdays and Sundays, just with TCA and BLT, the larger games are happening on Saturday. So again, just like last weekend had when I'm thinking about the schedule, I'm a little off, but like every day, every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you can find a place to play 4 fields. And then that's not including going out to Action Sports or now Indoor Airsoft Minnesota if they actually do their test run on the 20th, Saturday the 20th. So lots of stuff going on. Very, very busy. And so I guess I'll pull that with the people who are online now. Where are you going to be this weekend? Thomas, where are you going to be? Thomas doesn't have a choice. Yeah, Thomas doesn't have a choice. He knows where he has to be. So, and then David and I will both be at Operation Viking Raid on Saturday at Big Lake Tactical. David will he'll be doing some selling of MAA merch as well as selling battle passes. You can still pay for the game and get a battle pass for both Viking Raid and Nightshade the following weekend. And then he'll join me on field once the game has really started. Alex will be coming out a little bit later, but Alex will also be with us.
90% sure I'll be there.
Oh, now he's creating himself an out.
Yeah, I got 92%.
So now it's raising. So I mean, we will start a counter on the webs, somewhere on the interwebs, of Alex's percentile of actually attending Viking Raid.
3%.
I mean, there's
I'll over under.
Well, yeah, I'm going to start a pool so we can get a proper over under going. So yeah, where are you guys playing? Couple people, Viking Raid, good. I'm bringing all the MGs out for Viking Raid. Here's something we were talking about offline, and I know Thomas mentioned it last week. For the game, that game is starting at 10 a.m. whether you're ready or not. Is that right, Thomas?
Awesome.
I think it's 10 a.m. We love that, but also here's the thing: if you're a player for this game, specifically if you're a defender, you want to be ready. You want to be on field and ready when that game starts. Because if the attacking team, if the attacking team is slowly coming out, you're going to last a lot longer. If all the attacking team shows up and is ready to go, and there's not all the defenders, oof, that could be a rough day. That could be a rough day. Wow. Thomas is actually taking a strong position on this. Peter the Deleter. Ick. That's a dad joke. I don't know if we're ready for that yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Doors open at 10. Game starts at 11. Actually, we'll be doing stuff before that. Yeah, like I told you I'd be there at 8, Thomas, and I'm not. I'll point this out now. Can you see this? I bought blowhorns, megaphones, whatever we want to call them. I bought these for mostly anything, but for those, I do not need one, but for other people, Thomas, now you have one too. So we have megaphones to bring as well.
And then Vulture, and then you're coming where the next weekend? We had this conversation.
We just talked about this.
We talked about this when we were at Northern Front. And then you're going.
Yeah, Vulture, how is your body? Is your body recovered? It's only Wednesday. I know I'm tired and I didn't do as much as you guys did. Viking Raid. Yeah, so here's our chance to help Joe Eggstead, Tan Commander of Operation Nightshade, to help PR for him, help rattle the sabers. Yes, rattle sabers. If you are looking to play at Operation Nightshade, you have a green choice or a tan choice. Tan is the team that Joe Eggstead is commanding. He's looking for more shooters. He's looking for more experience. So if you're not sure where you want to go tan. And I
Go
believe
tan.
what's that?
Go tan. I say just go buy a uniform. Just go buy a whole nother uniform, and just go tan.
Mr.
Or if you're like
Mr.
me, just
Yeah, I
buy
was
a
gonna say
tan shirt.
Mr. Gear. I was gonna say, I believe Joe said that civilian clothing would also be acceptable. The big thing I think is, again, guys, if you want to start playing bigger games, and it doesn't matter what the games are, but we're gonna start seeing it, like you're seeing it with Nightshade, you're seeing it again with like an AMS, like green, tan. Those are the two sides. Now, if you always play green because that's all you have, cool. Again, I'm not digging on you. I'm not making fun of you for it, but like, get a second set of uniform. It doesn't even have to be a uniform. Just get
Doesn't even have
khakis
to
and
be a uniform.
yeah, like just have two different colors of gear. And it's almost like you could get an MAA T-shirt that is either green or tan, and
Then you're halfway there.
You're halfway there. It's almost like there was a forethought to that.
Or you can come to Viking Raid or Nightshade and purchase them.
And maybe we'll have new MAA branded pants by this weekend. We won't. That's totally fake. I'm not doing that yet. Ooh, could I make my own line of clothing? It would be so prohibitively expensive. But either way, so yes, Joe Egg said that the tan leader for Nightshade will be at Viking Raid, mostly because he just wants to show you how cool he is. He's gonna
He
flex
is an
a lot.
operator.
I actually I heard he's wearing a mesh tank top.
Like the see-through one?
Yep.
Like a pantyhose one?
Yep. No, not pantyhose. Gross, dude. Not pantyhose. No, the wider mesh. The wider mesh so that things poke out.
So it breathes. Dude, I know your pain, man. I want one of those shirts.
I mean, it is June. I'm going to stop right there. But anyway, so Joe will be there. I do not know if Aiden, who is the Green Commander, is planning to be there. I have not heard from him yet.
It'd be cool if they were coming to Viking Raid because we could get them all on a stream. So I'm thinking that, maybe there's an Airsoft After Dark that happens after Viking Raid.
Well, I already promised Joe that we would help him do a pitch video while he's at Viking Raid. So we can somewhere off the side again. I'm hoping he goes, since he's got a beard, I'm hoping he goes with like a Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah, come join Chan Team. Like that's my Hulk Hogan. Does anybody know who?
Like Macho Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
step into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, how many people on this stream even know who Hulk Hogan or Macho Man Randy Savage are? I think we're just older. I don't know.
Or
Airsoft after lunch.
Wait. Lavender, the dryer's done. I got an alert on my phone. She's watching the stream. I figure I'd tell her the dryer's done.
This is not code, guys.
No, that's not code. The dryer is done.
Another thing to say about Joe's been playing Airsoft for a really long time, guys. He's very experienced in it. Like, I mean, I remember Joe when I first started playing Airsoft. I don't know if we started at the same time or if he played longer, but he's the furthest back guy I know for playing Airsoft, and he's been doing it for years, guys. So he's a well-experienced player, and he's just up in his game.
Peter, was that an autocorrect recipe piece, brother? Either way. That was just funny to me. Yeah, so lots of stuff happening. Big Lake's going to have 2 weekends in a row of a lot of stuff. So either way, that's where all three of us are planning to be. 90-ish percentile for Alex 93. Right now. Did it go up? 93. So it went up. It went from 90 to 92 to 93. So we've already had a jump.
I'm taking the under on that.
If you want to see Alex at Big Lake Tactical this weekend for Operation Viking Raid, please donate. No, I'm kidding.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yes, hitting subscribe will make him.
If you want to see Alex at Operation Viking Raid, drop 6-7 in the chat.
And hit that subscribe button.
I got fooled in a Reddit poll where the best choices were 6 and 7. They're like, what are the best choices? And I was like, 6 and 7. I was like, damn it. And everybody picked it too. So it'll be 69 and sunny Saturday. Are you sure it won't be 67?
I'll probably fall in a
Thomas?
hole there.
Will it
if
be
I play.
69 and sunny? I'm just gonna lay out in the grass and be like, oh, after
Yeah,
last
that-
weekend,
Well, we can transition to that because
God,
it was a warm weekend out in
We almost died.
Boston, Wisconsin.
we almost
I mean,
died.
It would have been
the tornado did happen
kind
You
of
got
game.
locked in a bathroom.
while waiting for my Wendy's. Yes. Well,
Hey, Wendy's?
shut up. I had all sorts of shit ass
Hey,
food.
thanks for the sub, but do appreciate it, Mister.
Did somebody sub?
Yes, IV1N130Y just subbed to the MAA.
Lavender, he can't help but get sunburned. It's his nature. I got a tan though. I don't know if you can tell. I look great. I look better. Even better. Even better. So hey, let's transition to that since we already started talking about it. Let's talk about American Milsim's Northern Front 6 game, of which David and I attended as media. We both did some videoing. David spent 3-4 hours fixing guns. We hung out. We talked to tons of people.
I still
From
have
all
PTS from
over.
that gun.
As you should. And it wasn't a PTS gun, to be clear.
No, I have PTSD. Yes,
Yes,
D.
that was-
There's a D.
So
I forgot the D, bro.
how could you forget the D? Never mind. Lavender's deleting messages. Okay.
She got
So
redacted.
let's start off with David. You had to work a full day Friday, so you got in a little bit later than expected. Give us your overall impressions, and then we can get to the specifics like registration, briefing, start times, all that kind of stuff. What was your overall impression?
Overall, I was very impressed. I was very impressed with the organization, the whole, how they run their command structure on each side, either bringing in their main commanders, and then, I think they either have regulars or they bring them in or whatever, their squad leaders and their platoon leaders, they're set, and they got patches that go on, formation. I think overall in a 100% whole, it was A+. Bo and his team do amazing job.
And David will be in a unique situation this year where he's already playing local games, right? Like we all are. He's playing kind of the level up or helping to run the level up of some of our local games like Viking Raid and Nightshade. He's already a sponsored player from Mere Tactical, as is Project Echo Airsoft is a sponsored team, so that he's got that Mere experience, which he had last year. Now he attended an AMS event. Again, we were media, but we got to see how it was run. The plan is for him to attend a Third Coast Airsoft, probably Starburst in October. So like you're gonna get a good flavor tasting of the tiers of Milsim. And this was a discussion that happened a lot while we were, and this is a tangent, is again, there are tiers of Milsim, of which I don't think anybody argues what Josh Warren and Milsim West is offering is the top. That is a military experience. You're humping they check your gear, you're humping your gear. If you drop out for any reason, you're done for the entire game. They have very high standards. Like that is the pinnacle, if you want that, of a military simulation experience.
You can't
I will say Milsim West is more of a military exercise with airsoft guns.
It's a field exercise.
Yeah, with airsoft guns.
And blanks. So like it is its own world. But this is where, again, we're talking of tiers, and Bo said this in his briefing, which I actually thought was really cool. He's like, we are a stepping stone to some of the bigger Milsim games. He didn't say he was the pinnacle. He said, we're running a solid game. You're going to do missions. You're going to have squads. We want you to, if you just want to piss off and do whatever you want to do, you can do that. But we want you to be locked into what we're offering you, what we've done for you. And I think most players
with the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about this before, right? Like you pay to go. And I used to be that guy that meant, that meant to me, I paid to go. I can tell everybody to F off and do whatever I want. Yes, but if you're going to start going to these larger events where there is some kind of objective mission, like you got to buy into some of that, guys. You just got to buy into it. You got to want that. And if you don't, as you're playing, you go, yeah, this isn't for me. then you realize it wasn't for you, but don't ruin it for anybody else. So, so again, that's what Bo was like. I actually thought that was a great way to say it. He was like, "This is like we're gonna give you a solid game all weekend. Please join us for the adventure that we've put together." And it's a transitionary state to jump into some bigger games. Cool. Like again, they know their market. So again, that was David's overall impression. I was very impressed as well. I mostly engaged with players, not so much with the staff, other than the Action Sports Wisconsin staff. And shout out to our friends Paul and Chris and Daco. And I'm sorry, I said Paul first because he's a silver fox. But yeah, so as David already said, the registration is you have pre-work to do. Then when you get there, there's expectations. You've already done some stuff. They try to get you through as quickly as possible. I made a video that I think when you go to Milsim, I'll post this. It's a driving brain dump, but logistics, organization is one of the big things that you're paying for at a Milsim event. Like they email you with updates, they chat you with updates, they expect you to be a professional when you get in and have your stuff all squared away. The briefing that Bo did was how many people have played Airsoft before. Cool. Yeah. So cool. You've all played Airsoft, so we don't have to talk about that. Then he said how many been to Action Sports, how many played AMS. That differed differently. But like, if you're an Airsoft player, I don't have to tell you a hit anywhere on your body, raise your hand and say you're hit. Like you don't have to go through that. So he really covered the more focused stuff. Formation was a little loose from the last time I did it, but I'll just say the reason that you do formation is so that you can find your squad so you know who you're starting the day with. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, so like formation was kind of short. UFS TAN team, I think, did a better job of wrangling their cats than Cost. But Cost also did a lot of that organization offline. A lot of people just said, "Hey."
I was gonna ask, was it? I can't think of their name. Amy, was she there?
Nope.
Okay, because I remember she used to go to that game a lot.
I mean, so the thing that we determined is that Northern Front events 1 through 4. I only remember 3 and 4. That's the ones I attended, but that was a 4-game contract that AMS signed with Action Sports Wisconsin. After, actually, I'm not sure if it was a 4-game contract. They did 5. They did 3, 4, and 5 for sure at Action Sports Wisconsin. After that, Action Sports was like, okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to improve the field a little bit, which Action Sports Wisconsin is always improving their field. They took a couple-year break, and now this is the return with 6. I think that they've signed another multi-year contract, so I would expect to see American Milsim Northern Front series continuing at least for the next couple years, especially with the reception that it got. I didn't meet anybody who didn't have a good time. I do not know how it ended. We actually both left Sunday morning. But what we heard from the players was it was a constant back and forth all day. And as we were watching externally, we were actually watching, like, I would like, oh man, Brown must be kicking ass because they're over here. And then maybe 30 minutes later, I'd be like, oh man, now Green's taking over. Like, so there was real purposeful organization by Bo. Bo was running this game. It was Bo's, like, he had staff. Cody helped. Cody, his game organizer, was obviously helping, but Bo was actually watching, the boxes, the Aries boxes, and he was watching and coordinating, and they were sending missions that basically had the teams rotating around each other. Give up this spot because you need this spot, kind of thing. So really trying to make them move.
I will say
False
that
what you said.
I will say that it was very interesting from a player standpoint to stand up with Daco and Chris and watch it from, the bird's eye view. And, especially they have that elevated, like, you don't get to watch Airsoft from that level much and being able to see almost the whole field.
2 things. First, Maureen, you asked what was the total turnout for Northern Front 6. I do not. It was 130 the total available slots, I believe, was 130 versus 130. I do not know if costs sold out all the way, but if they didn't, they were like they had like 8 to 10 spots left. So very close. So the 250-ish range is how many players were there. The other thing I wanted to say was, David, this was also your first time at Action Sports Wisconsin too, correct?
Yes.
Oh wow, really?
Yes.
Yeah. So we got to actually take a while. Like we were there because David got a little later. Like all the staff left. Like the Action Sports Wisconsin staff was doing their thing. All the American Milsim guys, they all left as well. And because they were like, nobody go on the field. We've laid things. That's for players. So, but we walked out, and I had forgotten that was your first time out. And Alex, here's what I'll say: there are so many changes from 2 months ago when I was there for Galactic Civil War. They have done a lot of changes to that field. Some
Is
that
it even an open field anymore, or is it just like
at the
logistically
back?
Placed?
Yeah, at the back there still is because that's the hardest to get stuff to.
Yeah,
but like
that's like the swampy part.
yeah, well, yeah, but it is a lower spot. The thing I was going to say is, and I told this to another one of our colleagues yesterday, was like there's an area which they call like the prison camps, which is like 4 towers. This is Alex and I know this because this is usually what the area that we're in for Tarkov, which is coming up second weekend of July. All the fencing is gone now, Alex.
Oh, so there's no wall?
There's no walls. Well, here's what it is. It's all trenches now. Like legit trenches.
Like 6-foot high dirt.
Yeah.
Berms.
It's quite something. It played very interesting watching players because like
so it's a berm or no? Is it a berm or is it a wall? No walls.
Dirt.
It is a proper dirt trench where they took the dirt from one side, put it up on the other side. So from the inside you can get to the trenches easier. From the outside you got to climb that bitch.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
There are some videos that we'll post. I do have some videos that I'll post of it. I'm actually not going to edit them a ton. I'm just going to shorten them so that people can see. This again means there were a lot of players who had not played action sports, so that was just fine. Like Alistair had been out, maybe I think he said once. Cordell had been out a couple times, but they were like, "Oh, this is much different." What happens is now you can get shot from a lot more places, but there's also a lot more cover. Also, grenades. Oof. Grenades can do a lot more damage now.
That was one thing, though. I wasn't as impressed with the usage of pyro.
So
But
there
are
was
we
a decision
spoiled?
made. Yeah, there was a decision made because they weren't sure. American Milsim didn't know that Action Sports Wisconsin actually has 3 military grade vehicles. They did not have vehicles in play. And so because they didn't have vehicles in play, there was no tag-in launchers allowed. And also, AMS does not allow tag-in 67s, the ball grenades. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't think we actually got an answer for that.
No, he said there was an issue. There was an issue that Bo was involved in at a different game, and then they outlawed him. So,
yeah, they were allowing the tag-in the AFGs, so the flashbang types. And then EG67s, both the new and old. So they still had all that, but there was no tag-in launchables at all. In fact, no launchables of anything. So you couldn't mortar or anything either. In fact, there were times when I thought they were mortaring, and they were just actually the tag-in AFGs that were going off. But there was I don't know if they were effective or not, but they were used. Like there was a lot of explosions, especially during the first couple hours of that game.
I feel
like AMS explosions or.
I mean, here's the thing that you'll run into, guys. A lot of guys will maybe the guys who play a lot of Milsim games will maybe buy a box of grenades, like EG67. So that's 25, and they'll use them until they run out, and then they don't buy anymore. There's not a lot of players. Again, this is another tier of idiots who bring 2 cases of grenades, or buy $1,200. Or buy $1,200 worth of Reapers and shoot them. So like this is the other thing that you get at those Milsim games is like you are usually playing with people who have a little bit more money. Not everybody, but some people. And so you'll see a lot of pyro used initially, and then people go, "Oh crap, I've thrown 20 grenades. I better slow my roll and save my last 5." Yeah, it's only been an hour. Been there before.
that was me at Gag.
Or you fall in a hole and then don't play the rest of the day.
Yes. don't even get to use your grenades or any of your fates
Alex,
because you
would
didn't.
have been dead there. The amount of holes that were there, you'd have
I
been
know.
dead. You'd
There's
have
plenty of
ceased to
time.
exist.
Actually, I don't really play on the field. I'm usually at the base.
Yeah, when we usually play Action Sports Wisconsin, we're non-player characters, so we actually get to totally be lazy and sit in our base the whole time. There are some chats coming in. I'll look at those. But like, yeah, so again, day one game started at noon and went till 10:30 p.m. There were no breaks. Not to say players didn't take breaks. What's that? Say again.
Did that screw anything up with like the gameplay? Like no breaks,
Nope.
but like all of a sudden, tons of people fall off the field, which gives another team an advantage.
Like, I think David and I, because we ended up in and out of obviously of the parking area a lot more. It never seemed like one team was all there. What I hope happened was that players actually coordinated their breaks with command because they don't. Here's the thing: do they expect you to play 10 and a half hours? They kind of do, but also they realize that people are going to come in and out. And like, I don't think Alistair came out. I think he played all 10 and a half. I think him and Cordell played all 10 and a half hours. But everybody had food and snacks and everything at the fob, which is what you're supposed to do. Like, you just stay on field. Did I see people come off? 100%. And then towards the end of the day, I'd say probably, what do you think, David? 8 to 8:30, we started to see more guys come off and change.
Yeah, we saw the high-speed guys.
Not go to the gas station and get ice cream?
No, we saw some high-speed mil-sim players.
We saw mostly UFS guys, I'm just going to say, mostly the multicam guys who came off field, let's call it 8:30, so they could swap gear because they weren't wearing their nods all day. Like, that's crazy talk. But like, this is where Kendrick, our friend JK, was out there, and his whole group of guys, they came off the field so that they could re-gear up with nods and thermals, and some people were running tracers, but I this is where you get those guys who have nice night gear, nice nods. They're not going to ruin their experience by bringing tracer rounds out.
Yeah, they paid for that whole night vision and fucking stealth.
Yes,
everything.
They paid for the other experience, not the. It's a different kind of giggling, cackling. If I had night vision and was killing people at night, my biggest problem would be cackling. So yeah, we saw some guys come off to do that, but like, there was definitely a point, and that's kind of when we did get a chance to do a live stream into the dark, but we still were done before the game ended. Like, that was late, 10:30. Man, that's bad.
Was there another team that actually had a night vision crew?
We're gonna have words.
Yeah. So just a couple like outside things. There was a tornado Friday night, like legit tornado in warnings, not watches, like sirens. The guys down at the field, yeah, the guys at the field didn't really care. Like, Jesus take the wheel at that point. I actually was in town. I was in Boston, and I had ordered Wendy's. I was wondering why it was so quiet because I don't care about tornado sirens. And they're like, "Oh, sir, we're not doing anything. There's a tornado like 2 miles south of us, and we're hiding in the bathroom." And I was like, "Damn it!" And they were serious. Oh, there were many truck drivers at the where I was. Were like, "Oh, you just want diesel?" And they're like, "We're not selling anything right now." It was a real hassle. But so that set a tone where the next day some of the 5G the towers were having issues because they either got damaged or destroyed. So David you went on an adventure, David. Tell us about your adventure of
Friday night when I got there, I checked the internet. I set up my hotspot, checked it. I was great. I was like 300 up, 70, 80 down. We're like, streaming's going to be amazing. We're going to be great. We'll do an afternoon stream. We'll do a night stream, maybe an only soft stream. No, maybe not the last one. Thomas wasn't there. But wake up Saturday morning, try to go upload just a YouTube video. Both me and Gabe were like, this shit's taking forever. It was like my first one I tried to upload in the morning was like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was real rough.
It was bad. But then I was like, all right. I talked to Paul. Paul's like, oh, US Cellular and T-Mobile, they were great here. I was like, score. go back to my tent, get on my phone, subscribe to T-Mobile, add an eSIM to my phone, I'll hotspot from my phone. Worked great. About 2 hours later, we go to think we're going to do something. It's just dog crap. It just kept, we'd get 5-10 minutes of good signal, and then it would be like 5 megs. It's like, Well, finally we get through the whole day, whatever. I've been fighting with it all day. I'm heat stroked, I'm getting mad, everything. And finally I'm going through my phone settings. I'm like, you know what? I see that I have a setting to just shut 5G out. LTE's not supposed to be the greatest, but I shut 5G off, hit a speed test. I'm like, I'm getting 300 megs on LTE. And finally decided to wait a few. Holy crap, it's Packarakis in here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We
And
have
then,
made it.
yeah, we've made it. The great Alex has finally we're like, screw it. We're just going for it. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
And hey, we got an Airsoft After Dark, and I think it was a pretty good turnout. Did you read the
Yeah.
comment on my video?
No, I missed it all. I haven't
All
seen
right,
it. I haven't
so
really had time to look at anything.
Someone commented, let me see here. I think he was like, we had the truck across the way from you guys. We were all sitting there hanging out going, what are those weirdos doing? A live stream or something? A podcast or something? And then he's like, they didn't think anything of it. And next thing you know, he found the video. The video randomly shot across his feed.
Hey, it works, people. The algorithm knows who you are. That is hilarious. We didn't actually do much advertising, like didn't yell, hey, we're doing a live stream. Come people hang out.
Because they were
at that
playing.
point, well, one, they were playing. Two, we were so happy to have any goddamn internet. We're like, just do it. Like, David went from, yeah, I'm going to try this to, and like setting up cameras and setting up a light. And like, we were moving pretty fast to make that happen. And
I'm surprised it didn't look like some big old freaking, monkey in a football situation.
I think it still did, but that's fine. That is what you get, chat, when you go to Project Ecto Airsoft After Dark. You never know what's going to happen. It's the Wild West.
I thought it was fun. I was jealous I wasn't there.
Yeah. But Alex had something more important to do, which
had to get a haircut.
He had to get a haircut. He had family obligations, and that's the way life is. Here's a question for you, David. Would you play a Northern Front game?
If the forecast was less than 70 degrees outside.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah,
there ain't no way my ginger ass, overweight ginger ass, is going to tromp around for 10 and a half hours in 80-degree weather with 4,000% humidity.
It wasn't. I didn't think it was super humid, but yeah.
My sweat was sweating.
You could take a page out of my gear book, like.
Hey, bring your umbrella and take a nap.
That Thomas
you bring an umbrella, wear a t-shirt, put stuff in your pocket. You're good to go.
So
extra megs in your pocket.
James Stevenson or something like that, 1261. My truck was right in front of you guys and was like, are these guys making a podcast? LOL, I guess so. I just came across it.
That is super funny. Again, so next time, learning experience, like, I think we brought the right gear, the internet, like, we were also just going to do a recording, right? Like, we were also David was a little, like he already said, he had reached a point where he was very upset by the situation, but we had talked about just like, we'll bang out a recording and post it. But the live stream is more fun, guys. Like, hopefully you're enjoying this one. Airsoft After Dark is a different vibe, but the same, it's a live stream. It's fun. So we should have, and now we have our new megaphones.
Alex, the last comment was for you. You might want to read it.
I'm not reading that.
You're not reading
that? Different. Alex P or Alex?
We're both Alex P's.
There's too many Alexes. Didn't we already establish there are already too many Alexes in this community?
I think, but that must be for him because Alex is saying Alex, so that would mean our Alex and not the great Air Alex.
He doesn't like my mustache.
I mean, I have a mustache and I hate it too, and it's not even as prominent. Are you gonna grow that out again like you have before?
Yes.
You
Ew,
look
okay.
so what's the word I'm looking for? So what's the
Pedophile.
No, dude,
Oh.
this is MAA stream, not Airsoft After Dark. Gabe.
I know what I said.
No, what's the when you're prominent and he's so stuff.
Distinguished?
There you sure, whatever. We'll go with that. Words.
Well,
Dude, the heat is still getting to me. I work outside.
Yeah. Well,
Look
if
at
you
this
thought that was
raccoon
hot, man.
face. Look at this like
yeah, Texas might be a different experience for you then.
I'll be all
Yeah.
right. I'll just
Oh,
hydrate
dashing.
for
Yes. I agree, Marine. Dashing. It's not dashing yet, but it will be dashing.
Well, if I grew the mutton chops,
No,
again.
Oh,
no.
well,
Yeah, this is a valid question. Vulture asks, did we slip any grenades to any players? I was strongly not going to do that. David was more like the yes. David actually was telling everybody, I am going to slowly affect the game by doing things. And I was like, no, David, please don't. And he's like, shut up, Brownie. I do what I like. But I don't think neither of us gave out any grenades.
no, the heat was too much. It got to me.
I quit before I could give any grenades out.
I pulled an Alex and
instead,
just said, screw it, went back to the parking lot.
He worked on people's guns instead, which was infuriating in different ways.
Crack Force, we're going to have a conversation one of these days, though.
We have not, as far as I know, we have not heard back. One of the members of Quack Force actually heard a pop in his groin, and then that ended his day, and that was not even 2 hours into the day.
And his wife drove 2.5 hours to come pick him up.
And they were going to go to like an urgent care immediately. And I was like, yeah, no, you probably should. You hear a pop in your groin and you can't move, you can't walk anymore. And when you do,
none of his teammates wanted to bring him. Like, well, we still got to play this game.
Well, yeah, because I think that was the whole thing. But I will want to say one thing on the whole escapade. God, words. What the? I need to start drinking.
Yeah.
Dayco. I need some vodka. Dayco. I need some vodka.
Shout out to Dayco, event producer at Action Sports Wisconsin.
Again, you should have been up on top of that tower a little earlier.
Nope, I don't think I could have handled it. Nope. Let's be honest, it wasn't all the sun, David, that got to you.
Tactical wheelchair. A tactical weird. I thought about that. No, I'm going to say, here's a great idea for all Airsoft players. Don't go to a game, walk into the amped Airsoft trailer, see an RPK on the wall and go, I'm going to buy that. Okay, that's great. Go play with it for an hour and go, I think this thing can shoot faster. So I'm going to go drop another $150 on a bigger motor.
Same day of the game that you're there to play.
At the same exact point, and then walk over and go, by chance, can we put this in? I'm like, and me going, sure, what the hell? Why not? Never done it, but let's try it.
You were complicit. You were an accessory to this.
I am very complicit in this because I was like, I'm not doing much except, heat stroking. So let's go for it. And then systematically destroy the gearbox as soon as he pulled the trigger because the gears were not meant for that torque of a motor. Finding then extra gears, putting it back in there, and 20 minutes later, annihilating those gears again. So yeah, don't do that.
I know nothing about that stuff.
So the point is well taken though. If you go to a game, if you want to buy a new game and expect to use it that day, probably use it. If you're disappointed, just put it away. Just put it down and go, I'll play with what I brought. But if you insist on going, we're going to keep working on this. I mean, I'm sure they still had fun in their own way. I don't know what team what team were they on? Were they on Green. UFS? Yeah. They were on Green. So if Green loses, it's because the two members of Quack Force were effing around and not playing.
Yeah, one pulls his groin. One decided to make lunch half the day and get his gun. We did get. Hey,
he got his gun working very quickly.
50% on the day for getting guns working. I got his gun working. He had his pre-cocking. Yes, a PKM, not an RPK. Oh, shut up, Thomas. You don't correct the talent.
No. Yeah, who do you think you're talking to? Well, someone's going to get a real wake-up call at Viking Raid this weekend.
That might be who gets grenades in his pocket.
I mean, we're not defending. Actually, this might be a game where the attackers need a little help. And I did just get 10 more cases of VG67s in. So, yeah, so we have
Did
some
you get
more.
the other stuff in too?
There was a zip code mistake. So we have cleared it. It should arrive tomorrow or Friday, but it should get here this week. So fear not. I hope it gets here, because if not, it's going to be tough. But anyway,
I was
so
at
again,
most a blacklist because I was helping command. Thank you very much. Alex, Mr. Wonderful Hair, has, allowed me to grace my knowledge on the whole command. Am I sucking up way too much? Maybe.
Oh wow, Thomas, shots fired, dude.
I know.
Just because some commanders play their games. Alex, do you have a hot take?
Oh, yeah. You're a game organizer. You should probably organize the game.
He was a lot more vocal. He had better words earlier today when we covered this. But this is why you have brown people. That's what I heard Thomas say, is he has a ginger and brown people to help him. Almost like never mind.
Again, I just saw a reel that says gingers are also darker people too. We're just, I don't know.
You're oppressed people. You're not darker people, but you're oppressed people.
Yeah, you're not brown. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Oh mercy! There's a whole political angle we could take here. So anyway, I mean, we could probably spend the full stream talking about how fun Northern Front 6 was. Again, having been to Northern Front 3 and 4 and leaving 4 a little bit more disappointed, I actually think everything that happened for 6 looked really good. I would play it as well, but I'll just say our mission of going and just filming and talking to people, like David, we talked to people from Indiana, Ohio, Missouri, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, obviously, Kansas City. Where else?
Which Kansas
Like,
City?
I don't know. I don't care. If you're not in Minnesota, I really don't. You don't exist to me anyway. Did someone come from Florida?
I don't know. We did sell some. We sold some Iowa patches, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we finally sold some Iowa rockers, which made me happy because we finally met some guy. I got one guy, and some Wisconsin ones.
I think 4 Wisconsin. Nick, thanks for the sub. Do appreciate that. Welcome to the Minnesota Airsoft Association. Something or another. Lackey. I don't know. We'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Well,
Gabe,
let's name the stream first, and then we'll come up.
Gabe,
two brownies and a ginger.
So since you did this, you didn't play this game. Like, would you do this again? Like, would you go to another big game, kind of do the same thing, or do you want to play the game?
Yeah, I would do this. Like, I mean, it's a mixed bag. So we actually ended up hanging out with, I don't know his last name, Alex Shares, who does photography. We ended up hanging out with him, and he was like, "Oh, you guys are just doing filming, you're not playing?" We're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Why? What's going on?" And I was like, "Well, our goal is we're trying to increase our social media, mostly so we can go to SHOT Show." And he's like, "Oh my God, that's super cool." We had other people who actually talked to me. It's like, "Oh, I'll have some footage for you later." Nobody did, because when you're playing, it is hard to. Videoing is your secondary, tertiary. You're not thinking about the film. It's just whatever happens to be on your head or on your gun. Going to a game with the intention of meeting people, videoing, that has to be your whole job for that weekend. Of my opinion. I don't know, David, how do you feel about that?
I feel that my whole thing is I'm going to make sure next time we do this, I'm going to wear a head cam too while having the steady cam.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Just for background footage on top of everything else. Yeah,
just more
that makes sense.
But yeah,
did you enjoy this as much as playing a game?
It's different.
I enjoyed it because I'm a chatty Cathy, and I enjoy the PR side of it. I enjoy the fact of a lot of people came up and was like, don't you do that podcast with those two brown guys, those two cool brown guys,
I don't know if I said cool,
they're sexy with their mustache.
We did get noticed. People were like, "Oh no, I love your thing," and I was like, "We love your stream," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." Right? So, like, I think there's not enough live streams at games. Now, is it something you can do at these big games that are 10 and a half hours? It's a challenge, but like people are interested. So if we go to a game that has official breaks, 100% I would make sure we do this.
Oh yeah, because I'd be live streaming during the official breaks. Take
Yep.
take our breaks a little sooner, and get set up
Yep.
and eat and do what we have to do and take a nap in a car, and then,
Because Alex, didn't Starburst had a break, right, between the night of Evo, and it was short, but it had something in between
Yeah,
the day Evo and the night
from
Evo.
what I remember, yeah, because remember they stopped the game, and whatever checkpoints we had,
Right, because they
whatever
decided we could
control
go
points we
back to
had.
the checkpoints. Yeah.
we could go to whatever control point we had.
Yeah,
You know,
anything
after
we
that
controlled. So like we will probably for Starburst, I mean David, was already planning on doing streaming, but like we will, and we'll let Rich know because we will make sure that we do a stream in between that break, and that break's only like an hour. But I mean honestly, this is where night games. I'm not like I like my tracer unit, but I'm going to use those during the day anyway. I'm not a huge fan of night games at these big milsims because you've got the guys like JK and others who have really sweet ass night vision. And as Alex and I experienced last year at Starburst, like
it
I think,
sucked.
yeah,
But it
Alex,
was cool. It was really cool that they were coming up on us and we got the drop on them.
yeah, we killed some, but like Alex had said, we should stop because at some point someone's just going to knife kill us and I don't want that anymore. I was like, no, we're good. Like, I think we were leaving the field just as the sun was really going down.
yeah, I'd
It was
be.
black.
We're
for us.
already going to, I know I am because of I'm going to be doing tier 1 the night before on Friday night.
Yes,
So,
yes, and if and we'll do it with you. Yeah, like that.
yeah, so I'll do tier
another
1.
pitch
So
for tier 1, guys.
I'll get night gameplay, do the play the day game. Depending on heat, I'll probably play 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, or whatever it comes out to be, and then pull off, get set up for the stream.
I will say this: you might get lucky and be posted up in a house or an apartment complex like me and Gabe were, and
we got shade most of the day. It was actually pretty nice.
We were in shade the whole day.
We don't know. We don't know what this game's gonna be. We don't know if we'll swap sides. We don't know what we'll do. But
dude, we had plenty of firefights being in those things.
Oh no, 100% we did.
Did you see what Vulture said? I think that's probably fact.
I mean, the Ocho.
The Ocho
would be my pinnacle. Be up there, like we're gonna go from the Frisbee golf tournament live to the MMA live stream. Like that seems the Ocho is famous, and we could be more famous. Yeah, Alex did take a nap at some point.
I don't think I slept at at Starburst.
No, you went back for a brief period of time, but you slept mostly because of injury at Stonebreaker.
Oh yeah,
we have the video proof of that.
But the thing is, though, like I think Starburst is the only large game that we paid big money that I didn't sleep at.
Yeah, and again, we actually we ended up being, again, Starburst is at Fort Hood's Mount facility. It's a huge facility. We ended up kind of in the rear, but we were defending an area that it was all buildings. So most of the time we were in buildings, shifting between those buildings, getting in firefights between those buildings, but we had shade most of the day. It wasn't until
we were only on a quarter of the field.
Yeah, we didn't even get to see the second half until literally the last part of the game where we were like, by the time we got to the second half of the field, we turned around. So
going back, talking about the whole thing of doing it again and doing this at another thing, I think I would 100% do it at more, even going out and doing it at if we could swing it at a Milsim West game, doing something, or at an American Milsim.
That's interesting. I wonder how Milsim West would deal with like embedded reporters, because that's how they'd have to play it, right? You'd have to be something very specific. You couldn't set up a trailer, and like you'd have to hump your shit in and do. I don't think there'd be live, but I mean maybe there could be more of that. I don't actually know how he deals with press.
You could in theory still do it the way we did it, but most of the day we'd have to role play the video side of it. But then we could leave. We could probably wander out and middle of the day, do a and then you know, as things and then get reinserted with a different unit because we wouldn't be specifically to one unit.
And actually, now that you said that, that would probably be the only way that I'd go to a Milsim West game. Because I have no interest. I've said this many times. Nothing against that experience. I'm an old man. I'm not trying to challenge myself. I have nothing to prove, other than I like wasabi seaweed chips.
Brought to you by.
Yeah, brought to you by. Looking for sponsorship. Guggen. I don't know.
No, you know who we're sponsored by?
We're sponsored. Well, Nightshade is sponsored by, but maybe we're looking for.
Well, and Project
could be
Echo.
sponsored.
Project Echo is now too.
Man, look at you.
Yeah.
See,
Condor, if you're watching, come sponsor us because I could use the new socks.
I don't want any sponsors because I just want to be free. No, I do want sponsors. We need some
I
sponsors.
love you, Condor.
Wow. No shame at all.
Condor gear, man. It feels good on my body.
Hey, now you're scaring them away, Alex. We do want Condor as a sponsor, but don't scare them, please. So we talking American Milsim Northern Front 6, fun game. We're glad we saw so many people. We're glad we met people. We're glad we did some filming. We have a lot of stuff. I still have a lot of stuff to go through. I have since we got back, I got busy with work, so I haven't had a chance to really look through all my
It's
footage.
summer. Why are you working?
Because I work at a college, and that's we work more in the summer. In fact, I have to work after this stream.
I don't.
Well,
my boss forgot about me.
So based on that, Alex, since you don't have to work, what are you gonna do?
Well, what, tomorrow or tonight?
I mean, I don't.
Until Saturday.
I mean, you just have some. Alex is gonna start doing some more videos. He's actually been a very busy boy, but he knows you all want to see him. He is the #1 content creator on this channel.
I'm running out of guns to show, dude.
Well, what does that mean to you?
Means I gotta make one. Yeah, I got it.
Make one or buy one.
Buy one. I don't know.
So I was gonna say I got this. So this is a couple like this. First, let me go there. So this is the Arcturus Vanguard high cap. That's a 2011. I like this gun. It's a variation of their high cap. It's very nice. But when we were doing our tracer testing, that has gas in it. Our buddy Josh had one of these, which is the new Arcturus Osprey, which is kind of their race gun. And what makes this one unique is like this is a captured barrel platform, so only the rear part of that slide moves. It shoots like a laser. I'm gonna bring it to Viking Raid. I have that Ace Tech Quadra on it. It looks a little weird, but honestly, here's the other thing, Alex, that I want you to try too is this gun. Shooting reds in my basement, so it was very dark and very close. Looked pretty good. So at some point, we'll do a review of both the Arcturus Osprey. It's like my soul and my skin, like my bronze skin.
I don't have a soul, so
I mean, that's why we hang out. So look for some reviews of this. This is pretty cool. Both the tracer unit and the Arcturus Osprey. I don't have to show that. We'll show that later. Here's the one thing I am going to show. So for those who've been asking, and everybody has been asking about it, we got our. Is this going to be reversed, or is this going to be the right way?
You're fine. You're fine. I have you.
Okay. By popular demand, we got our politically correct Airtism samples. These are just what we'll call tactical tism patches. These are your brown and your green. I think I only did green, but it was mostly the color. We think we know what color we're going to produce. We are going to produce these patches. But if you have a color scheme, there's blue, white, yellow, and then just standard black. Again, these were samples that I got made. If you're interested in these, let us know what color. But again, we're going to go based on what the most vote is.
Take my money.
There's a lot of us, and this is not this is, again, if people look at this and go, you guys are being derogatory assholes. We're not. Airsoft has an incredible amount of people who this is where I am trying to be politically correct,
Special.
are very focused people. Yes, they are special individuals.
There's a piece missing from them.
I don't want to say that. That sounds harsh too. I am also looking at. I'm also going to work with Poppins patches on probably a PVC version that will be full color, so you can really show off your airtism if you'd like. But
B-Fly. Easy.
Oh,
There's a chance.
See,
what's
I
up?
started
What's up, Tyler?
I started talking about it, and we summoned him.
So we actually will be doing. So for those that don't know, we've mentioned B-Fly before. I don't have my goggles around where I can pour them out. We're actually getting some stuff from B-Fly that we'll be testing out. So we'll be doing some videos of that probably next week. Maybe we'll show it off next week. I don't know if we'll actually have time to actually do an in-depth or anything. But the whole point is we're going to start using them more. We didn't have to. I didn't have any fogging issues on Saturday because
it was too damn hot.
Well, we wore proper safety glasses, but because we weren't playing and because it's Action Sports Wisconsin, they don't require gasket kits. When you just wear glasses, you are less likely to fog, man. And we weren't crouching in like the tall grass or anything. So like we weren't getting all those factors that will make you fog up. It's going to happen. It's summer in the Midwest. It's going to be hot and humid, and so we look forward to trying out B-Fly's gear. Again, for those that don't remember, he makes a set of adapters for your glasses type, your tactical glasses, your Oakley M frames, your ESS crossbows. Check out his site. He's got 17 to 20 models now that you can use that creates an airflow into your glasses. They're great. They're super cool. So
use code ECHO15 at checkout to save 15%.
Save 50%. And Project Echo is B-Fly is sponsoring Project Echo Airsoft and Operation Nightshade, which is 2 weekends from now. So
there will be B-Fly stuff in the raffle.
There will be, and you'll see us probably both this weekend and next weekend.
Yep.
David and I we're actually gonna be wearing it and trying it more. So even if it's not hot, I'm still gonna wear it because I'm just trying to get the feel for it. And I'll also note for all you X-Fog users, I heard someone say, I don't like X-Fogs because I don't like wearing helmets. You don't have to wear a helmet to use an X-Fog, guys.
I know. I'm gonna have to set up. I'm gonna have to get my headgear thing set up.
Like most of the hats I run have patches who have hook. What's loop?
Hook and loop.
Whatever the soft side is.
Hook and loop.
Yeah, the softer part on the back. So I can wear an X-Fog on the back. You can also, it may look a little weird, it may look a little sci-fi, but you can put your X-Fog on your damn chest if you want to. And just run the hoses up. Anyway. So
I don't have that problem.
Oh, Franklin, of course you need a couple. In fact, I might make a special MetaMan version of the Airtism patch. Like a full size. The same size as the Operation Nightshade patch. Let's not talk about thick hair, Thomas, because some of us are fairly nappy right now, and we can put patches on our hair.
Oh, shit.
Okay, but I was trying to think where are we with other stuff? I have other new stuff, but we can show that later. Well, should we think about playing the Nightshade video with Thomas or with Patrick?
God.
Thomas is the different guy. I just saw myself do the Shia LaBeouf magic hands here.
I don't know.
Guys, yeah, like most streams, like we do have a I don't want to say agenda. We have an outline, right?
I think right now with what we have in here, I think we should do a little bit of a Q&A. Go through who got questions. Yeah. We can get answers. I
never said that. If you got any questions, bring them out. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah.
If you have any questions specific for Alex and his haircut and his new mustache, feel free to ask those. If you have any questions about Operation Viking Raid, Thomas is in the chat, so he can he can answer those. If you have questions about Nightshade, David and I are pretty familiar with the whole rule set, so we can help you with that. And then the interview we have, which was 21 minutes with Patrick, which we do want to play tonight, and then again we'll be posting. That answers a lot of questions as well. It might be one of the top 3 interviews I've ever done. I think I've only done 3 interviews. That's why I said that. But that was a good interview. So that has a lot of answered questions as well. Thank you. Chat is blowing up, Alex. Your request for questions has been taken to heart by our adoring fans.
1.6 million people watching. 1.8
I don't
million
see
people
any.
watching.
I don't see any.
Oh,
Oh, you must
I
be
must
on the
be
wrong stream.
I must be. Where am I?
No, I'm kidding. At Viking Raid, will there be pillaging involved? I mean,
perhaps.
what's your definition of pillaging? Like, there's usually other words that go along with pillaging, and I don't want anything. I as a ref, there's things I can't allow.
Are refs
Not
allowed to
based
wear
on
red, Thomas?
That's a weird tangent. We were told as media we couldn't wear red because that was the color that staff was going to wear, and then all the staff was wearing white. Like they had these really nice like sun shirts, like white sun shirts. They were really nice, and now I bought some red ones for ourselves. And the other Alex Shares, the photographer, and the other young lady who was doing photography, they were both wearing red. So we were following the rules. And as Caleb would say, I always try to follow the rules. I'm notorious until they betray me, and then I do whatever I want. Hot pink. We can't use hot pink because that's the color that Twin Cities Airsoft uses. 2 separate actions. Exactly, Joe. They are 2 separate actions, but they are associated. One's a gateway to the other. Depending on your focus.
Nobody wants to put questions in. Somebody, come on, give us some questions.
Come on, there's
you need
1.9 million people in here. There should be questions.
Yeah.
That's just background noise for them.
I mean, that is how a lot of streams are. Okay. Well,
I guess.
High-vis orange. We were running high-vis neon green. So we bought some very nice vests, which had lots of pockets. They were very fancy.
Dude, the pockets were awesome. I lost stuff.
I forgot, and I was like, where does that go? Oh, it's in the pocket of my stupid vest. Where do babies come from? If you drink enough, Thomas, I'll show you.
Thomas?
Get rid of gasket for Oakley M frames. Get rid of the gasket for Oakley M frames and go to the VMAX, or just not wear gasket kits, because whenever possible, I do not run a gasket kit. If the field and insurance doesn't require it, I do not wear them.
I have a hankering that there's going to be a guy out there that's going to make some better gasket kits for some glasses. I'm thinking it, and I'm hoping it comes true. No, I mean, they're wearing Project Echo.
Also wear gasket kits on glasses.
What?
Say again.
You're supposed to wear gasket kits on glasses.
And some
fields. The Twin Cities Airsoft requires gasket kits if you're wearing your Oakleys or your ESS crossbows.
I swear I see tons of people not wearing.
So here's the thing: what you see and what they enforce, 2 different things. But actually, I actually see it pretty good at Twin Cities Airsoft. Big Lakes, where it fades a little bit for me. Sometimes I see stuff, and
Champion Valley's pretty precise with that, and then I believe Crossfire is the same way. They are
100%. They require gasket kits as well.
Yeah,
they're. I like how they do it, because they say full seal or gasket kits, because gasket kits are not full seal by any stretch, but they are that extra layer of protection.
So here's the deal. My Milwaukee safety glasses give me more of a full seal than my Oakley M frames with the gasket kit.
Yeah. I can't run M frames. They're too narrow for my flat, big, fat face.
So I went from ESSs with the gasket kit to the Oakley M frames, and I love. I don't mind the gasket kit now. The ESSs, like apparently I got some like high predominant cheekbones or some crap, and
Actually, so we actually have a real question
Yes.
about Viking Raid.
Oh.
Thomas, put down your whiskey or whatever you were drinking. I still don't think I understand the goal or objective for defense of Viking Raid. Are they just trying to hold out as long as possible at each zone, or working toward completing an objective? No, the first part is correct. They are trying to defend. If you missed last week's stream, there are two ways that the defenders lose. They either run out of regens, or there is an objective for the attacking team to take control of. The defenders are just trying to delay. I guess, and I'm hoping, Thomas, you can put it in a way that is not as drunky as I hope you are.
Oh
but
God, he's gone already.
Probably.
Yeah,
but the to be you, the defender, the expectation is you're going to lose. That you're going to get pushed back. It's how long do you last? And for anybody who's over the age of 40, how long you last is a very important thing. Sorry, that was a totally different tangent. But, yep, that was a dad joke. Maybe not a dad joke if you can't last that long.
Don't
but
keep
so yes,
Tom as a pet.
Yep, defending is the point. Defending is 100% the point of the defending team. And Thomas is the commander of the defending team, and Travis is the commander of the attacking team. So the more defenders can do, so that we talked about it last week, the more BBs you have, the more grenades you have, like using them properly, proper positions, not overextending yourself so you can defend your positions, not burning through your limited regens, all will come into play for being the defending side. Okay, I'm looking back at the chat.
And then Low Tech TV, yes, Big Fun Game is still planned for July 11th. More information will be coming out shortly about that game.
Yep.
So that game will be still at Big Lake, and yeah, that more information will be posted here very shortly about that one.
Yeah, guys. So we said at the start of the stream that June is crazy. July is only less crazy because of the 4th of July weekend. And like, I think Twin Cities Airsoft will have an event, but like, it's a holiday weekend where a lot of people are doing other things. The fields will be like, I haven't seen the schedules yet for the July 4th weekend, but that is usually a weekend where you see things wane a little bit just because they know people are going to be gone. But I think every other weekend in July, there is a larger game.
Crossfire's closed.
For 4th of July?
Yep, it's on their printed schedule. I keep it on my desk.
I don't have anything handy. I don't believe in technology, so I don't have anything handy. But like I know Twin Cities Airsoft usually has a game because they do hot dogs and fireworks, and that's it. They have a history of doing that. So
yeah, and they moved their red, white, and boobies or bullets or whatever gotten BBs, red, white, and BBs. Different stream.
Yep, I was gonna say it is nighttime, but yeah, they moved it to the following weekend, right?
Yeah, the 11th and
yeah.
Is it?
So here's where I'll say the 11th has a lot of stuff going on. Like that's Tarkov, that's another, that's the Big Fun. That's like there's a lot that'll be a busy weekend.
I'm running Champion Valley that weekend.
So it'll be a madhouse.
It will be.
That's Tarkov, the 11th.
What's that?
That's the 11th, Tarkov.
Yep. But I still don't know what we're doing, but there will be, as there has been historically, there will be a Minnesota Airsoft Association contingency going to Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov event at Action Sports Wisconsin. And I'll just say this might be the last Escape from Tarkov. I'm not saying for sure, but there's a definite focus shift to how Chris, the owner, and Daco, the producer, of the kind of events they want to run. They're more interested in hybrid events and straight up LARPing blank fire events. So Tarkov, unless someone else decides to pick it up, this might be the last one. So come join us. I don't know what's happening. I don't have any idea what's happening yet. We don't have a plan, which is not like me to not have a plan for a game a month out. But
plan, yeah, I know, right? Someone keeps telling me I need to plan more. I said the only thing in my life I plan is Airsoft.
Well, this is all Airsoft, so we got to get into that. Hey, are you yawning?
Red, White, Reload is what it's called.
Is the name of their
Yes,
high intensity Twin Cities Airsoft?
Yep, July 11th and 12th.
Yep.
And that'll be the same time as Big Fun Game. and then
And
Tarkov, and I'm at Champion Valley because John and Erica are on vacation, finally taking a vacation.
Well, you need a job. So you can make more money making for Airsoft. Okay, good. We did what we meant to do. We answered one actual question legitimately. This is one of the rare times Travis is out playing on the field. Yeah. Which also then means I don't know who's running staging. Maybe it means we're running staging, David.
I'm sure. Okay.
I'm just saying, money for the field, money in my pocket for taggins. I mean, things happen.
$1 for field, $1 for tagging. $1 for field, $1 for tagging. $1 for field,
It's gonna take a while.
For tagging.
You haven't even made it up for one round yet.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. There's people to run staging for that event. Oh, cool. Great.
Are their names David and Gabe?
I was gonna say, yeah. Who are they? Are they mythological, made-up creatures that came after your second glass of booze? Because if that's the case, I don't trust you.
I know for a good chunk of the morning, even after the start, I will still be in staging because I will be still trying to attempt to sell battle passes.
Yeah, I expect players like Asian Thomas to be there to help Chrono and stuff. I'm bringing my Chronos as well, and so we'll get everybody ready. We'll do our damnedest to make sure players are ready to hit the field for the 11 o'clock start of Operation Viking Raid.
11? I thought I heard noon.
What?
Or is it 10? I thought it was 10.
10 is when that's where I don't trust him. He said 10 doors open, but I know the doors open sooner than that. So
okay.
I think 11's when the game starts.
Okay. I was confused. Honest, blatantly, because someone said 10 a.m. earlier start.
I think
or was that Patrick? Patrick said 10 a.m. start.
Yes.
For
yes.
Nightshade.
Patrick, yes. Nightshade is going to start earlier.
Yes.
And if you know anything about Patrick, which we're going to play that interview soon, he is a stickler for the rules. And I was trying to make that more harsh because Patrick is not a harsh guy. He's a very pleasant gentleman. But we'll get some sheepdogs to get people to the briefing. Again, I will just point out again, 2 megaphones and a cup.
Do they have a siren on them? Like,
wow.
They both have. Yeah, they'll have a song.
Guys, this is now transferring over to the other channel, and it's now being called Airsoft After Dark because
I know what the public wants.
Hey, that went over well, and you had a fun time not needing a filter.
That was still a filter. Let's just be clear. I can't be who I really am.
Why not?
I saved that for other streams where money is spent.
Oh.
That is, I'm actually watching the replay of me putting those together, and it's super funny. And if you're a sponsor, pileusa.com if you want to sponsor me with more megaphones. So is that what we start doing? Just start asking for sponsors every stream we do?
Well, eventually we do need to, start getting, because then we can make Aircon even bigger.
Yeah.
More sponsors mean the Minneapolis, convention center.
Oh God, can you imagine? I'm not there yet, but we actually got to start thinking about con. We do have a date roughly, and
I gotta make that other phone call.
Yes,
Sweet.
we have the old site secured, but we might have a new site for con. You heard it here first. We're not talking about it anymore. Then we have another place that was interested. It's just we're not sure if it will work logistically or if they have permission to do it yet. So there might be a change in con location next year. We'll see. But we are starting to plan now, which is so novel. And once again, the benefit of having David is David has no shame and will call everybody, which I appreciate because I'm not a boomer. I don't use phones.
I may or may not have 2 more Nightshade sponsors on the hook that I'm talking to today.
Is one of them Condor?
No, Condor started talking and then they just went radio silent.
Yeah. After this stream.
It was a couple streams ago. Maybe they'll email me back now after this stream since we've said their name 37 times and
Yeah,
I'll put on their gear and get on the stream next Wednesday.
we'll do a little dance.
I did.
Look at me.
Wait, they just sent me a message. They said they'll sponsor if you do it in a condor thong.
Well, I already have one, so
It's got a beak on it.
got a on it, like right in the front. He's got the molly right in the front. So I can.
Then speaking of thongs, maybe we should go to Patrick's interview. Oh, jeez.
Should we?
I'm just saying, Airsoft community, you're not getting this kind of quality live stream from anyone else on a Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. in Minnesota.
Wow, I just looked over and I was cacawing.
Oh, no.
Oh, I pray to God I have clipping turned off so nobody can clip this.
Oh, it's too late.
Oh,
We're famous now. We're
Yeah,
social
sure,
media influencers.
Sort of.
yeah. Well, we influence something. I don't know if it's social media.
Yeah, we're influencing each other, which is the worst part.
On that regard, let's go to our field reporter, Gabe, for a interview.
So, okay, guys, we did this interview with Patrick Sunday after we got back from Northern Front 6 because Patrick wasn't going to have time. History of of Nightshade, basic rule sets, kind of kept it high, talked about the features that are different about this game. We would have loved to have him on live. It just wasn't possible, but we wanted to make sure that we did our 2-week notice and got this interview out this week so that you all can prepare for Nightshade. If you have questions, we'll talk about it after the interview as well. David and I will be at Operation Viking Raid. We will not take anything away from Thomas's event, but at some point we will shift. We'll make the natural shift to the following weekend. So yeah, let's watch the interview with Patrick, and then we'll come back. And if you have any questions after that, we'd be happy to go through those. And we still have some other content we can get ourselves in trouble with as well.
Are we still on?
I mean, I think we are. So that was perfectly timed. That's the kind of refereeing you get from Alex, by the way. Good job. Oh. Thermopylae. The Battle of Thermopylae was a battle that happened in Thermopylae. And
where's Monopoly?
Monopoly is a place. Okay, now we're changed. Oh. Did we shift? David's still working on it, guys. This is our first time that we're posting an interview within our live stream. So,
here's my newest gun.
That's not a new gun.
It's not.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the surprise for the streamers.
Well, they can get a sample.
A teaser.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Gabe from the Minnesota Airsoft Association.
It's still,
we're not hearing you either, Dave. Patrick Soyring of the Night Stalkers, and we're going to talk about Operation Nightshade, which is going to be the primary game is on June 20th at Big Lake Tactical. Welcome, Patrick.
How's it going, Gabe?
Very good, very good. Also, you can see David's here too, but David's being quiet on this one.
Yeah.
What we want to do tonight, Patrick, is kind of give you a chance to talk about Nightshade, and at a high level, tell us what it's about. So, is there a storyline to this game?
There is.
Give us a little bit about that.
How we came up with what we come up with is the game is NATO versus EAG, which is Eastern European Eastern European Alliance Group, or European Alliance Group, sorry. But so our idea is to have about 7 countries that are part of NATO split off from NATO to form their own faction because they are done with following NATO rules and not trusting that NATO will actually protect them because all these countries are bordering Russia.
Maybe a little too
And
close to comfort here, Patrick.
well, yeah, I know. I wanted a game that's not Rust for Russia,
Yeah,
always
yeah,
Russia.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
it's overplayed. Like I see it a lot. So I was like, something new, just something different.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the second of your series so far?
Yes.
Okay. Well, give us so that's the general storyline. From a gameplay point of view, what are your highlights? What are the things you really want people to know about that makes this different than an open session or other larger events?
Well, from different from open chess session is that it's tan versus green. It
And
will
you're
be
sticking to
it,
that uniform standard. Yep.
yes, we have a list of the tan colors you can use and the greens you can use. It's normal for a lot of milsims around there, from Mere Tactical, American Milsim, and even Milsim West. A lot of them I just kind of looked at all theirs and took it from their ideas. But I think the big thing that's going to be unique about it, there will be missions running throughout the day to help the teams gain points and everything, and then utilizing the Ares Alpha boxes and utilizing the Ares Alpha app. I really want players to be using that, having that app on their phone and using it to kind of track your team members and kind of giving it or kind of using it like how other milsims do use them. Because when I was at Arsenal, we had all of our squad, all of our team, and using that app.
And kind of how the real militaries are using electronic, personal devices, as well
Yeah.
for various reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And now there will be vehicles in play. Probably the big lake tactical vehicles will be in
Yep.
place. So there are launcher rules.
Yep. Launcher rules. We will have a law and tank meeting before the game.
Okay.
So anybody who has a law and whoever is driving the vehicle or wants to know about the vehicle rules, that's when you will get a better in-depth idea of what's going to go on.
Very good. Medic rules.
Medic rules is you get 1 buddy aid and 1 medic,
Okay. Are
and
you?
then after
No, go ahead.
Hmm?
Keep going. Sorry.
And after that you bleed out and you head back to fob. We'll be using either ace bandages to wrap around, or Milsim West or Mirror Tacticals tourniquets.
So basic, and that was good. That was my follow-up question: is you have to have some kind of tangible
Mhm.
tourniquet or something to wrap. You're not using
Yep.
masking tape. It's not
Nope.
tap you're back in. It's not a count thing. It's actually a physical
It's
object
a
that you're requiring
physical.
players to have, but it's accessible because you're allowing anywhere from ace bandages, which they can stop at the Walgreens in Big Lake on their
Yep.
way, or if they already have what's one of the nicer ones, they can use those.
Yep. Yeah, we just want them
Standard,
to be able to wrap it around.
standard 5-minute bleed out.
I think we're having 3-minute.
3-minute
minutes,
bleed out.
okay.
Okay.
Good. That's good to know. And this is, for players who watch this later, count it out, bring a watch. Like, that's incumbent on you. Here's a concept that we've been talking about recently. Are you going to be doing penalties for infractions that you see? Is that something that your staff and your referees will be looking for? So if you see a guy get shot and just be like, oh, I'm just turning around and I'm walking and they don't bleed out, are you going to be have some kind of penalty for not following some basic rules?
War crimes per se.
I didn't want to say war crimes, but yes, war crimes. That is what everybody calls them. So
As long if we if we see it, we will note it, and it will be like a little war crime, and you'll get deducted points.
And I mean, your staff will like at any game. I mean, I'm helping the staff this game, so I'll be like, "Hey, dude, you got to bleed out." So like that, I'm not trying to like. I don't think any
Mhm.
game organizer's trying to get anybody in a gotcha moment. But also,
No.
if you have the rules and everybody is doing it minus a couple guys, well, now they're now they're breaking the rules. Now they're breaking the spirit of the game, as it were. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're using the Ares Alpha boxes. How many Ares Alpha boxes are you gonna have?
3.
Cool.
So,
And I still have more if you want them. And
Okay.
then will you guys be promoting the app in your posts? We'll get into all the places where you can get other information, but you'll be promoting where to get the app and how it generally works for everybody.
Yep, I'll be sending out a link here probably this week to promote the app itself, to get people to download it. Probably post some of their YouTube videos to show how to use it, in case people don't know how to use it. They do actually a really good little video series on how to use the app and how to use their system. So that's really nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you use them. I bought some and I never really leveraged them yet. So I still think that this kind of stuff is great for larger meal sims where you want some kind of not only tactile but electronic way of tracking things. I'm fine with push pins, I'm fine with flags, but I think this adds another layer, so I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
And then
Go ahead.
I was like, then like you said, the Ares Alpha box, but then we'll have like collectibles and stuff
Yep,
out there.
absolutely.
So
Yep.
that'll be another way to gain points besides just running missions. You gotta be on the lookout for stuff.
Let's talk general schedule. So for everybody who's watching this, there is a night game option on Friday the 19th if you're available. But the main game, the night game has no bearing on the points of the Saturday game, but the night game is available on Friday. For your Friday schedule, and we can talk. Is there anything people need to know about that? Like as far as people can camp? Is that the case?
I believe people can come and camp. We've talked to Travis before about that, and he's said if they want to come camp, we can do night games.
Okay. So the intention is once it gets dark enough. Do you have a formal Friday schedule? The schedule is
Yes.
already posted, guys, so you can find it already online. But we'll just talk about it briefly here.
Yes. 8 p.m. we'll be starting our night game briefing, and 9 p.m. we're going to start the game, and
Those-
we will go to about 11 p.m.
Nice, perfect. So you get to start when it's getting dark. People can get used to
Yep.
it. They can figure out, oh, there's a hole there, or there's an object I don't
Yep.
want to trip on. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And so that's Friday. So that is again an optional thing, everybody, if you want to be involved with that. And we'll get into pricing towards the end of this. And then your Saturday schedule. Give us the highlights of your Saturday schedule so people can plan.
Gates and registration and chrono open at 8 a.m. So a little bit sooner than usual.
For a lot of players, yeah.
For a lot of players. Briefing is at 9 a.m. That's the get there, you'll get your game brief, and then 9:30 we'll be doing tank and law briefing as well. So if you got a launcher, if you're driving the tanks, you gotta be at this 9:30 meeting so you know the rules, and then after that you can head out to your fob, and the game will start at 10 a.m.
I heard you say will start. So whether
It
players are
will
ready
start.
or not, it will start at
Mhm.
10. So that game is on schedule. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Lunch breaks.
Yes, we have a 1 p.m. lunch break.
Okay, so 10 to 1 is the first phase.
Yep.
1 hour lunch break, and then 2 to when's your index?
5 p.m.
Okay, nice. And then after the index, there will be a kind of a closing, and there is a raffle.
Yes, there
No.
is.
No. Oh,
Previously it had been the largest sponsored private game in Minnesota, but then all the items disappeared somehow. No, that's not true. So yes, we know that you've done a lot of good work with David as well, getting a
Yep.
lot of good prizes, a lot of good sponsors coming in, and more sponsors. Even as this video is being shot, more sponsors are coming in, so that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, I can't even speak about how amazed I am with all these
Yeah.
sponsors coming out like this for this such a little game, in my
And
mind it's
and
just
here's
something really
here's
awesome.
But between, I mean, it's not a little game. You guys are an established team. For those guys that don't know, the Night Stalkers, they've been around for long. How long has the Night Stalkers been around?
Night Stalkers have been around for 11 years now.
11 years, right? So like that's
Yep,
that's a
2015.
huge amount of time. And I think Minnesota's coming into its own on a lot of ways. There's lots of different
Mhm.
factors to that, but like people want to support Minnesota events, so that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Uh, you have official commanders for the green and tan teams, correct?
correct.
I'm calling it, yeah, green tan. So Joe Eggsted is your tan commander, and he was the commander last year.
Yes, he
Correct.
was.
Yep. And Aiden Berg is the green commander.
Yep,
Is it Aiden
Aiden
Berg?
was green.
Cool.
Yep,
And
new commander for
new commander, and very
this year.
exciting. He's very excited, and he is
Yes.
he's a role player. So if you want to hear an
Yes.
accent, and you're gonna get that
Oh,
experience for that team.
I've been getting his experience from his messages and from the Discord chats.
I know both these guys. It's funny to me. Like I know Joe. I've known Joe for a long time. He's got a very reserved kind of method of command. He's got an
Mhm.
XO who is an experienced big BLT player. That's different. But Aiden is a character, right?
Mhm.
Like he has a he will give a motivational speech. I'll just say it. So if you happen to be on the green team, expect some kind of motivational speech, probably in an accent.
Mhm. Make sure
Uh,
we're videoing this.
yes, yeah. Somebody be at the staging area for that, or in the fob for that. The other thing that you guys are doing is, which I really enjoy or really like, is you're creating channels for the teams on Discord so that they can have their own planning area. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, I think that's something that's really missing in a lot of, and that's in larger milsim games too, right? Like, I think it's easier to start doing it at that smaller level. So I'm a fan. So if you're on green or tan, um, realize that there are private places for you to talk to your commanders and maybe start if you have suggestions or any of that. Reach out to either join the Night Stalkers Discord channel, which you can find details. We'll share that shortly, or reach out to Patrick directly through Facebook, and he can hook you up. Or reach out to your commanders, Joe Eggsted or Aiden Berg. So we talked schedule. Let's talk pricing. So I know there's a battle pass. So why don't you walk us through what your game costs just on its own? Include the Friday night pricing as well, if that's a different kind of thing, and then let's talk battle pass after that.
Yeah, so our Saturday is $50. For Friday, if you are planning to play Nightshade, you get it for 10. You can play for $10. If you just want to come and play a night game because after work on a Friday night you want to have some fun, it's $20.
Okay, cool. And then the battle pass, for those that don't know,
Yes,
is
the battle pass. Um, between Thomas and us, we've come up with this battle pass that's $70 for both Operation Viking Raid and our Operation Nightshade. So if you buy this for $70, you get 2 big games for basically walk on
open session pricing.
pricing.
Yeah. And just for those that don't know, that Operation Viking Raid is the weekend before, so that's the 13th. So
Yes.
$70. And I know David will be on premises for Operation Viking Raid to sell those battle passes. So again, 2 games for the price of 2 large games, Milsim Light, sprinkling of Milsim, as we might be saying, for the price of open session. So
Yeah.
that's a hell of a deal right there. So
Yeah, you
players,
can't
you
beat
should be.
that.
Yeah, and again, the thought behind this is 2 weekends in a row, back to back at Big Lake of larger
Mhm.
games that can be maybe onerous from a pricing if they were both $50, right, or something like
Yep.
that. So this is an opportunity to save some money.
Yep.
Fantastic. Where should people? We talked about this a couple times. Where should people go if they want more details or if they have questions for you about the game or about you?
You can contact us at our Facebook page of Night Stalkers Airsoft Team, and you can find us on Discord as well. You can also contact me directly through Facebook. I will be happy to steer you in the right direction.
And I'll note that the Night Stalkers team is posting the game information on the Minnesota Airsoft Association Facebook page, on the Big Lake Tactical Facebook page. So there are multiple ways where you can find information. They've already posted maps, schedules, some just teasers. So there's been a lot of information already. There's going to be more to come in the next few weeks as we get closer to the event.
Mhm.
Any final thoughts? Give us your 1-minute spiel. Why should we come to Nightshade?
Why come to Nightshade? It's a different type of game than your regular walk-on game. It's gets you out of that comfort zone of playing at just walk-on games or your backyard. Our team is a milsim team, and we want to give, and we love going to milsims, love it, travel across the Midwest, and we just want to give that experience to these players who are on the limb of going to an actual bigger milsim or just want to stay in their local area.
Absolutely. So, and again, this is that thing where milsim means different things to different people, but your intention is to have this is a milsim taster from your point of view, right? Like you have
Yeah.
aspects of milsim events that you have played and that you have enjoyed, and that's
Mhm.
what you're trying to bring to your event.
Yeah, we've been going to milsim games for now 8 years now.
Yeah.
We were just our backyard team at first, and so we took that dive to go to our first milsim, and we have not looked back. We go to at least 2 to 3 a year as a team. Not every member goes, but at least 2 members of Night Stalkers will be at a event during the year.
Outstanding. Any closing thoughts? Anything else you want
Um,
to?
just um, share this event to your
Absolutely.
friends. Get them like it's gonna be a great experience for players to try out. We're looking for tan players. Last year it was a lot of green, so if you guys want to help out Joe, um,
Help poor Joe out.
get
Joe out. Help all gingers out. Gingers need help in
yep,
general.
help the gingers.
I actually am going to tell him that should be his new slogan for Tan is help a ginger
Mm,
out.
there
I
you
take
go.
offense to that.
Well, you're helping him, so well, thank you, Patrick, for joining us. Look for more information about Operation Nightshade, which is again on June 20th at Big Lake Tactical. You'll see it again. Facebook. We'll do some more streams. Look at it for it on both the MAA Discord channel, the Night Stalkers Discord channel, the Project Echo Airsoft Discord channel. We'll all be promoting Operation Nightshade. We hope to see you there.
Yeah.
We're also not seeing you on the Discord. Your camera's not working on Discord.
Jimmy.
And we're back.
Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed that interview with Patrick. Again, we tried to make it high level, but really try to focus on what makes Nightshade a different kind of event. I'm excited. We were talking about it while we were showing the video. Viking Raid and Nightshade are both Milsim Light, the sparkling water of Milsim, sprinkling of Milsim, but they are different games. They are different games. What we have for Viking Raid this coming weekend is a very specific, progressive kind of game with, again, with a very clear attack defend role that will happening all day. Nightshade will be much more mission and objective focused. It's lasting the majority of the day, right? It's different kinds of games, same field. I hope you decide to join us for both of those events. Again, battle passes are available. Will be available this weekend. They are $70, which is $20 less. David, is that how much? Like if they hit 50 and 40, 90,
Yeah.
something like that. So like
$30 off.
yeah. So there's a definite advantage to getting this battle pass, but the real reason to do it, guys, is again, if you're a regular big lake player, see how other organizers play that field. Sorry, run games on that field. If you're a new player who goes to Viking Raid, try Nightshade. If you're thinking about Nightshade, go to Viking Raid. Again, we realize not everybody has the disposable income or the time to do everything, but if you can, very different aspects of Milsim will be experienced. How about that? So, we will probably be helping again for both Nightshade. I expect to bring some launchers that I will just hand over to teams. at both games, so I will have my launcher and my tennis balls available for this weekend, and I do plan to bring. Alex, you should bring yours too.
Yeah, I'll bring mine.
Yeah, and I'll have
Hey,
a
Alex,
couple.
can you print me one of those inserts?
For what? Which one?
Again, inserts for the launcher.
For the Havoc?
For the Havoc.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
So again, we hope you enjoyed that interview, guys. We're trying to do more of this. We're not avoiding anybody. If someone wants to come on and talk about a game, we're probably going to have Alistair on next week to talk about Legends of the Valley, which will be at Champion Valley the last weekend of June. We are here to try to, again, spread information and be jackasses. So it's an even mix, jackass and information. So we want to inform all of you and give you guys the best information possible so you can plan the rest of your season. If there's things you want us to talk about, people you want us to talk to. We were just talking about how our schedule for streaming, we 100% are planning to stream the Third Coast Airsoft Starburst event in October at Fort Hood, Texas. But like we have to make our schedule to do that. But we're doing that so more of you guys who haven't had a chance to go to an event like that can kind of get a feel through the experience through us. And again, David being a new player to that world, Alex and I have only been at 2 games. Like we're still new guys to that world. We're hoping that we can just relay some useful information to you. So.
And again, just like Gabe said, anybody out there, any of the fields, you want to talk about your game, get a hold of us. If we got to come to you on a day and film an interview and you want to talk about your game, we're a community platform. We're not here to just interview certain people from certain fields or certain teams. We, have your people get a hold of our people.
Yep, 100%. And Vulture, I don't mind handing my launchers over. I am that guy. I will give my gear to total strangers all the time. That's part of that's probably my normal thing for the community is I buy stuff that other people can't afford or don't want to buy without seeing it first. I'll buy that and I'll let people use it. I do that at gags. I do that all the time. So we're at close to 9. We're going to close it down. But Alex, you wanted to close out and say a couple things to the community, and
Yeah,
we always
guys.
want to give you a chance.
Yeah, get out there and play get out there and play these games. There's a lot of the milsims, those 2 milsim games that are coming up. At least like Gabe said, get to one of them. You'll enjoy it. Just a new experience. And it's for new players too. I was gonna say that too. It's like these things are, new players. Is very welcoming. And not only that, like come to us if you're a new player, guys, and you want to try this. You see me, Gabe, or David. We're more than happy to help you guys get started or point you in the right direction to have you experience a great, milsim light sparkling water game. So I like the sparkling water.
Yeah, I would say also the way that all of us, I haven't refed with David a ton. I am a chatty ref. Like, I'm not going to give anything away, but if you have questions, I will answer questions. I will also engage with you. I might also say, boy, you might want to be 30 foot closer because you're not in the action. So like, I think we're all of us, just because of our personalities, we are a very what Alex already said. We're a very welcome, open, friendly kind of staffing experience. We're not. We want to be there. We
I want
want
to
to
have
be at these
Definitely.
events.
And we will gaslight you.
Oh yeah, no, oh yeah, that shit'll happen. Especially if we're on opposite ends, we will gaslight the players in front of us to do stuff. No, I mean, yes, that is going to happen. Yeah, guys, we want to do this. We're not paid for this. Sponsorships, no. We
We're
do this
paid by
because we love the community.
subscription, subs, and comments.
Yeah, that's it. Again, we love this game, and we're at a point where we can do this, and we want to do this, for all of you guys. So like, don't be sad that we're not playing. Though when you do see us playing, don't bug us. No, I'm kidding. When we're playing, we want to play.
You'll be even more sad when you see us play. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It isn't what you expect.
Yeah, it's this, but slower. With more heavy breathing. So
We get that one burst, and it's like, oh, I guess that's it.
Yep. Now I'm taking a break. Or you get that pop in the groin. Shout out to Croc Force. Oh, we got one more question. One last question. Where does Third Coast fall in range of open play to gag to the fronts to
God.
Milsim? Oh, so we talked about this before, and
tier under
ahead,
Milsim West.
Yeah, I think if you're looking at the tiers, and we said this at AMS, you've got your open games are just open games. Your Mirror, probably your AMS, probably your Third Coast Airsoft, and then your Milsim West. And I would put John Liu's Lion Claws events, which we don't see as much over on our side of the world. Sometimes they go to the East Coast. AMS and Lion Claws are probably about the same, and Mirror's there too. It's just the thing I'll say for Mirror is usually they don't have as much staff as you're going to find at the American Milsim events and your John Liu Lion Claws events. Like, I think AMS
I feel Mirror's July game is going to put a whole change on this. Their Tennessee game. I suppose you probably still haven't read through that PDF I sent you because you don't love me anymore. That
what have you done for me lately?
Oh wow, we're not talking about this
Milsim.
last weekend.
How many what are they playing for Lion Claws? I hate to throw it off. Like, I haven't seen a Lion's Claw thing in a long time.
Oh yeah, they have a game coming up. I just saw.
Other than the Greg Brothers tribute.
Don't talk ill of Greg Brothers. We talked ill of Greg Brothers.
I had dinner with that guy once. So.
Did you really?
Yes.
Did you lose a bet?
He was sitting all by himself at the freaking casino.
And one of the things that we said about so here's the thing. For those that don't know, Greg Brothers used to be the game organizer for John Liu and Lion Claws. On field, he had a very abrasive character. Off field, he was just a dude, like a lot of people. So like no harm, no foul there. Yeah, so I'm interested to see how that Tennessee game is going to go. John Liu pulls in people from local areas to help run his games. When he did the mall games in Wisconsin, he pulled in oh man, now I don't remember the name of the team because they're not a team anymore. But he pulled in local teams to help him with that. American Milsim, actually, they pull in their play, like they have paid people who travel with them to play their game or to run their games, but then they staff a lot by volunteer and who are all regular players. Josh Warren has a core group of guys, but he has a lot of people just embedded. And if you go to a Milsim West game, you're just going to a Milsim West game. Third Coast Airsoft guys, they got like 30 guys in staff. And they're staff. They're not playing at all.
They follow the game. They
Yeah.
follow the
Yeah,
game. They follow and they are staff. They don't play the game. They're there to work. They're there to work.
Yeah. Yeah. So like as I said earlier, and I'll keep saying, I think when you go to Milsim events, the amount of logistics and planning and organization, that's where you can really tell what kind of experience you're going to have. It doesn't mean it's going to be a great game, but it means that at least that portion of it, that planning, that portion is really, really on tap. So
Apex, yes, we will be at Big Lake the next 2 weekends.
yeah, 2 weekends in a row.
Live streaming, videoing, reffing, helping,
Answering questions. Yep.
giving away
Selling
a crap
MAA
ton of
merch.
prizes.
Crap ton of prizes.
In 2
Largest
weeks.
sponsored game at Operation Nightshade. Yeah, so we'll be at the fields. Like I said, I feel a little bad that we just again the schedule's just so busy. Like someone else had said, like there's so many fields. Like the fields are trying to not overlap, but at some point there's just so many weekends, so there's going to be overlap, and everyone's going to have to make choices. And we had already dedicated ourselves to certain things, and again, we're doing a lot more filming and streaming and reffing than we are playing for the next couple of weeks.
And again, we're doing that because we're trying to make sure that the community has a positive experience every
yeah,
weekend.
absolutely.
So
Like I was gonna play Champion or Legends of the Valley, and then I was talking to Alistair, and I was like, "Well, do you need help?" And he goes, "Yeah, I probably could use more help." And I was like, "Well, okay, well, I'll help because I don't care. Like if I can go in and out of a game, cool. But yeah, I'll probably end up reffing the next 3 weekends.
I feel bad. I feel, again, John and Erica, I feel bad that I agreed to my mini golf tournament before knowing your guys' schedule, but it is a family thing. I'm finally going to take, I think that's going to be the only weekend off
I was gonna
have
say
this summer.
you need a weekend off. Yep, you need a weekend off.
You know, I also have to fit time in there to help, do a lot of other things in the next, 20 days.
So Apollo, yes, I need to finish my intention was to get my Getting to Know You Big Lake out tomorrow or Friday morning so that it would be ready for Big Lake Tactical. I'm sorry, for
Operation
Big
Viking
Lake
Raid.
Tactical. For Viking Raid. That was the intention. So I got a lot of video to update. The good part about that is my Getting to Know You videos are kind of short. The only thing I haven't filmed yet, and that might have to wait, is my summary video. So we'll see. I do have all of Friday, but I'd like to get it out sooner so again players can be ready, can experience it before they get to the field. So, but yes, that's the intention. I just have not had any time. We're getting so big. If you want to help us edit for free,
Yes. I need a
we
free
have a lot of
editor.
footage.
If someone likes to edit videos, we will put all of our video on drives and we will give you credit.
Yeah, we have a Google Drive already ready. It's already got it's filling up. I have 100 terabytes, and I think I didn't put 100 gig, but it was like 90 gig worth of data up there not too long ago. So, all right, we're gonna close out. It is a little after 9 Central Daylight Time. Alex, anything you want to close out with?
Get out there and play, guys. Just 2 games coming up this weekend. Get out there. Whether, just get out there and do it. Have fun. Be safe. Call your hits.
And hopefully
Take a
Alex
nap.
will take his own advice and will join us this weekend. I'm not sure where his
92%.
92. So it went down. It was at 93. So it's gone down a little. David, anything you'd like to close out with tonight?
Just get out there. Operation Viking Raid this weekend. Great game. Operation Nightshade. That one I kind of have a little bit of skin in the game. So make sure, that one comes out. Biggest sponsored Airsoft event in Minnesota for 2026 so far. And more sponsors coming on board. We're going to have a crap ton of raffle prizes for that one.
Lots of prizes.
Make sure if you want to play both games, get the Battle Pass. I will be selling them Saturday morning up until they might even get sold until, noon, 1 o'clock ish. They're available all day. $70
And honestly, you might
both
want to do it at the end of the day do, like before we leave or anything.
Well,
like,
that
just
kind of
like,
defeats the purpose because then they, they don't get the.
hey,
but-
they can still.
Yeah, you can still. I'll still sell you a $70 battle pass for both games at the end of the. I'll even sell them all during the week and up in the morning of Nightshade too, if you really
There you
wanted
go.
to buy them.
And if you do that, you might need one of these patches.
You definitely need to buy the other patch on there, and we will have those for sale.
We will.
In the Project Echo tent. You can also buy the Project Echo ones. Those are
Ooh.
those are for sale
And we
too.
might, and we might have MA stickers by next week.
Oh,
Small runs.
need 30 of them.
And what else? I'll once again say happy birthday to our friend Darren Johnson, owner of Twin Cities Airsoft. And a reminder that also Operation Overlord D-Day is this weekend. So you have your Viking Raid or D-Day event. Both fantastic events. We hope to see you out there. Hydrate, be safe, but most of all, as everyone has already said, get out there and play, guys. And we look forward to seeing you. Come and say hi to us, guys. We're doing this for you guys, and we want to meet more people. So have a wonderful rest of your... Like and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button.
Oh, we'll also have MetaMan stickers. I'm limited edition MetaMan stickers. I was there. He had to make sure he blew up my Facebook Messenger right now to get that in there. We will have them this weekend and next weekend.
How much are they going to cost?
I'm thinking they're only going to be $1 or $2 a piece.
Nice. Hey.
I will confirm.
How loud?
I will confirm with him because he's actually gonna. We might even have an Airsoft After Dark on Friday night because Franklin is coming to my house.
Yeah.
Friday night. So who knows what might happen?
Shenanigans. There's gonna be shenanigans, people. Wow. Guys, have a great rest of your week. We hope to see you this weekend. And either way, we hope you get out and play some Airsoft. Take care, guys.
Woo! Yeah.
Lock in. Mask up.
An audible sound.
Game on.
Always
Let's go. Minnesota Airsoft Association. Call your hits. Feel the elevation. Hey. Snow or sun, we're running every nation. Minnesota Airsoft Association. From the woods to the warehouse door.